Welcome to Long Lost Brothers, a podcast devoted to talking shit
and self-improvement.
My name is Brett Scott.
And I'm Jesse Cole.
And we are the Long Lost Brothers. Back again. Jesse Cole, congratulations, my friend. You are a married man.
Yes, Kimberly is now Mrs. Cole.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And for the most part, I'm going to refer to her as such.
Nice. No, it's funny because you've been calling her wife for, the past year, 2 years on this podcast. A lot of people probably don't know that you weren't actually married until just now. You finally got married.
And you know what's? I'm gonna tell you something weird now. When I'm like, wife, it sounds weird coming out of my throat because it's like, oh, that's really my wife now. It's not just a cute pet name. It's like that's my motherfucker. That's my wife. I got the wedding ring on now.
Yeah. It's not wifey anymore. It's just the wife, the old lady, the ball and chain.
Nah, that's my fucking soul flame, brother. That's my best friend, man. I ain't bullshitting. My wife is so fucking cool, man. I mean, she's crazy. She's a fucking crazy person for sure, but I love her indefinitely with no pause.
Well, dude, my feed was full of amazing pictures from your wedding, from the honeymoon, so you got to tell me about this incredible, because it looked ridiculous. It looked like a lot of fun.
Okay, so I'll start with the wedding. My family and Aaron Powers, my best man, came the fuck through. Okay. Oh, before I forget, so my oldest sister, Amy, she has been saying she can't come for like the last 4 or 5 months. And I was like, all right, well, that's a bummer, but at least she's telling me. She sent us I don't know if you've seen the picture where it's a black shirt with white letters that says groom and a white shirt with black letters that says bride for me and my wife. And my sister knows me, man, because I said I'm a large, but really my ass is fat. I'm pretty fucking fat. So sent an XL and it fit like tits, like perfect. So and so shout out to Amy. And then and I was just like, oh, she's not coming. She started sending the gifts in the mail and shit like that, And then the night of the rehearsal, she pops out my sister's car. I was like, oh, you motherfucker. Because I haven't seen my sister I haven't seen my sister about two years, man. Two solid ass years, maybe a little more. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I cried a little bit.
So was it her intention to surprise you? Was that the whole
absolutely?
Or did she decide I guess we can go?
She absolutely knew she was coming.
Oh wow,
dead ass. Cool. She just wanted to surprise me. Yeah, I love my sister. She's one of the coolest fucking people, dude. Super salt to the earth. Really into okay, so like high school she was a hick, and then I thought it was a face, but it was not. But she's got the farm. She could knock the ass off of a fucking mosquito from a mile away with a bow. Exaggerating, but she wins. She's won some archery contests. They hunt. They got a farm. They're moving over to Eastern Washington or northeastern Washington to Spokane. They're always doing something awesome. You know what I mean? So that being said, my little brother tried to piggyback this, right? Have I ever talked about my little brother on this podcast?
Maybe a little bit. Okay, I don't know about on the podcast. I know you've talked to me about it, but
okay. So my little brother Tommy, he's gone by Rusty. He made everybody start calling him Rusty in high school, and my little brother's a little bit out there. He's got MS, and it kind of made him a little weird, but he's the nicest guy. But he's just super high energy, life of the party, wants the everybody to the attention on him, it's like me with no what's the word I'm looking for?
No filter.
Yeah, it's just whatever comes out the head is coming out the mouth, and he does this noise with his hands like this. I don't know if you hear it, but it's we used to do this noise as a kid where we put our two fingers together, and then our index finger, our pointer finger, however we call it, would snap against our thumb and our middle finger, and make a clapping noise. Can you hear it?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So my brother still does that, man, and that was like some shit we did in like middle school. I used to play the Zorro like with both hands. But anyway, so my little brother tried to piggyback on that because he went back to our hometown. He was trying to do some kind of t-shirt business and launched at the 4th of July festival. I don't know how that panned out. No offense, Rusty, I love you, but probably went tits up, I would imagine. But he is like, I spent all my money. I can't get back home to the wedding. I'm sorry. And I was like, all right, that sucks. Like, I was
Damn.
kind I was a little I was like, in a sense I was relieved because it's like, all right, there's gonna be one person in the crowd going, woo, ha, huh, you know. But
Yeah.
but it's my little brother. Like, like I like as much as he frustrates me and drives me crazy, I've literally like assaulted people for him when he's in the wrong. Like, just because he can ramp somebody up so much and get on their nerves that, they they would want to do physical harm to him. So I've
How
like,
old is he? How much younger is he?
he's 3 years older than me.
Younger.
Yes, he's my little brother.
Okay. Okay.
But I have like, yeah, I've done crazy things for him. But when he was living with me, I wanted to kill him.
Uh-huh.
Not in a figurative sense. I wanted to put my hands around his throat until he stopped breathing. And then my wife was like,
That's nice.
my wife was like, that is the maddest I've ever seen you in my life. And I was like, anyway, so fast forward to the wedding is the actual thing. So me and my wife, as you know, are Jurassic Park and dinosaur fans in general. We walked out to a like instrumental version, like a orchestra version of the Jurassic Park theme song. Like all the
Nice.
and my sister walked me out to give me away. She's kind of like my maternal figure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so she my mom did come, but my mom's like 70 something, so it's like it'd be really hard for her to do that. Anyway, so my sister walks me out. I had my son, one of my good friends, and my brother-in-law as my groomsmen.
Uh-huh.
And they brought out our maid of honor, which is a dear friend of ours, and some other of our dear friends came out, and Kimberly's sister, and Jay Bird was my son. Jalen was one of my groomsmen, and
Nice.
yeah, so it was beautiful. And then the kids brought the rings, and my daughter brought the flowers, and then the song. So if I don't know if I've talked about this, but Kimberly is like Disney obsessed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She's getting a sleeve up her leg of all Disney stuff. She has a big old Maleficent tattoo. She has Stitch dressed as Maleficent tattooed on her bicep, like in the front of it. So the song "Kiss the Girl" from from Little Mermaid.
Probably. If I
Okay,
yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I know what it is.
okay, well, there's a beautiful version of it of a guy singing it, and so that's the song that she came out to. And then my niece married us. She took this course online to do as such.
Yeah.
And so that was nice. So then that way she could also be involved in the wedding. So not as traditional, but we flipped it so that Kimberly and I are facing the crowd and my niece was facing towards us, so that our guests could see us, and not her,
Yeah.
without, and we saw that on Instagram or TikTok or something like that. That's what we're doing right there. Yeah, and then we said our stuff, and then there's a song called "Don't Let Go." It's me and Kimberly's song. It has been for some years now, and so we went from like the ceremony. Kimberly's dad walked around and gave her away, and then we went directly from the ceremony into the first dance. But we practiced the first dance the night before, but I was not accounting for her big train that was behind her, so
Uh-huh.
it got tripped up pretty quick. But yeah, but so service was on. We took a bazillion photos and what have you, and then we had like I think 40 pounds of smoked pork tenderloin and a bunch of wings and bunch of stuff that friends and family brought. Oh, my sister brought like the most extravagant charcuterie board you could ever think of. Yeah, and it was great. We had like I think maybe like 40, 50 people maybe there. So it was a good turnout, and uh Yeah, it was a very nice ceremony. We had like, I don't know if you saw the pic. So we had like I had a dinosaur, a T-Rex tie with the matching
Yeah.
cufflinks, and
Yep.
had my little red pimp shoes. Kimberly looked like a fucking angel. I think her hair was like $600 and her nails were like 150 or something like that. And then the dress, she just filled it out beautifully. And yeah, I was like trying not to let my voice crack because I was like so moved and happy, that I've been telling people I was gonna marry Kimberly since like 2019. So before
I
she
was
ever
gonna
did,
ask you, like that was my next question. Did you cry? Did you cry?
a little bit,
A
a
little
little bit,
bit. Dude, the same, man. Same. I cried at my wedding too.
which is like, man, I finally got somebody to fucking be stupid enough to marry my ass again.
Yeah.
Damn, she's
Yeah.
smart, but she's stupid. Nah,
Yeah. Got her. Yes, finally.
yeah,
Yeah.
dialed in. Let's bring the government into
I
this shit.
remember the whole thing at my wedding was like, it was just the whole thing. It was like our daughter walking down the aisle, like doing the flowers. And it was just like, man, we created her together. And then it was just this whole, it was the whole atmosphere. And then
Yeah,
I was saying my vows and just my voice was shaking the whole time. Did you guys write vows, or did you do just like a traditional, like a,
I wrote vows, but we did like we ended up ordering a thing off Amazon, so she'd have like a book, and we did the non-traditional because we're not religious,
Yeah.
So we didn't do like the before God and power vested in me by the Lord and Savior. We just did like just the heathen version, if you call it that, I guess.
Yeah.
Like a non-biblical version. We did that, and to have
Yeah.
no
Hail Nimrod.
Hail Nimrod, indeed. So yeah, because like, why am I gonna promise God something?
You guys should have thrown in a with the power vested in me by Nimrod, his holy.
my buddy, because she was like, by the power invested in me by ministries.com.
Yeah, that's
my niece,
awesome.
yeah, my niece is so awesome, and it's cool because my niece had bought like a whole robe and the whole thing, but then after the ceremony she went and stripped that off, and like, my niece looked gorgeous, dude. She had this beautiful maroon dress that matched like the whole attire, and I was like, look at my niece, man. She's like 17, turned like, I don't like this, not in some kind of weird way, but I was like, damn, my niece turned into a woman. This is cool, man. And yeah, it was really a good time. My son's super awesome. He helped out with the whole deal. He's super funny though, because he was like dressed to the nines to also, because he's in the wedding. He's like, Dad, I gotta go get back in my Carhartts. I cannot live like this. He drives all the way to Aberdeen and back, like it's like 35 minutes each way just to come back in his Carhartts and his Northwest Rockhat. And
That's funny.
yeah, and my brother-in-law did the same thing. He's also in the wedding. He's like, nah, I gotta get my jeans. Like, this isn't comfortable. But then do like all the breakdown and stuff. And did you see the picture of the archway? There was a doorway.
Yes. Yep.
We made that. We built that. I painted it, and then my sister and my best man did all like the flowers and decorations and stuff, and like did all the setup. It was amazing. Like, I was like, my family is so fucking cool, man. And it's like, I feel like a piece of shit because I'm not super family involved, but like, yeah.
Sounds
But
like they
anyway,
came through though.
dude, my family came through hard. It would have been so rough without them. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then yeah, and Aaron, my best man. I don't know if I talked about him before a lot on here, but Aaron Powers, he's like, he's like one of the first people. He's like used to be my CrossFit coach, but then we like built that powerlifting gym in the basement, so me and him can just get strong. And yeah, me and him have just been good ass friends, and he's like, probably my best friend, like next to Kim, like. And you guys are tied, but like, me and Aaron, like, he came for the batch. He made like a bachelor party, but it turns out it was on Kimberly's birthday, so we kind of just hung out and had some drinks and hung out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we went, but he did buy me some nice button ups, like for the cruise and stuff. Like, it was cool, man. It was a nice night. And
So
yeah,
that archway you guys have, is that something like you can keep forever, like as like a
I don't know. I probably not. I think that's gonna go. It was like a doorway that they took out of a house, and then we like painted it and just refurbished it and stuff. I think that was just a one time use thing.
Okay.
But
Okay. I was like that'd be a cool like memory, like that thing to have. But
yeah, it's like, where are we gonna keep it though? You know what I mean? Kimberly was gonna throw away her freaking wedding dress at the airport because she's like, "What am I gonna fucking do with this, really, Jesse?" But I was like, "If you throw that away, I'm gonna kill you."
Oh, I mean, traditionally you give it to her, her daughter. Like that's
yeah.
But
that's like
the thing that's funny about that is a lot of the times, like, daughter has no interest in wearing a fucking 25-year-old dress. Like,
well, yeah, obviously,
it's completely out of fashion and shit.
Well, we didn't spend big bucks on anything really for the wedding. It was like we were kind of, I'm a humble dude, and I mean the cruise set us back like at the end. It was like $9,000 just for the but we paid for it ahead of time, and then. I gotta say this: if without all the money people gave us from the wedding, and like the cards and everything, it would have been fucking a lot less cool if we had had that money, dude.
Yeah, you'd have been broke. You'd have been broke on the cruise.
Yeah, I'd have been like, "Nah, man, we're just drinking water today."
Well, tell me about it. Tell me about the fucking honeymoon, man. Tell me about the cruise.
All right, brother. So after the wedding, me. Ashley, who's our maid of honor, and me and Kimberly is like one of our best friends, like by a lot, and then Aaron and his wife, or his fiance rather, we all went to this really swanky joint in downtown Aberdeen called Red Aviva. Had a couple drinks and some really good food. I had foie gras, that is where they feed the duck. They would feed the ducks duck liver. Had that and then like some steak and just really nice food. And then they drove us to the airport. We get on the airplane. Kimberly has skydived, but she's never been on like an airplane to travel.
Flight, yeah.
Okay, so my ass turns 40 this year. I've been on an airplane before. I'm like tired as fuck because I've been up running my ass all day, being a gracious host. Like like I'm an extrovert, but the more energy I put out, the more of the come down it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so and it's like everybody I know and love not everybody I love, but a huge crowd of people that I'm entertaining and showing love to. Like friends came from Walla Walla, like a lot. And I'm trying to be very gracious and thankful and kind and make sure I'm giving everybody love. And so that wore me out in itself. Just besides besides the huge adrenaline dump of getting married, is like, it was a lot. So I'm like on the plane trying to console Kimberly. She's like freaking out like when we're taking off, like not like she's having like extreme anxiety because like we're right on the wing and she's watching this wing shake and she's not familiar with that. On a big plane the wings do shake, right? Like that's part of the deal. And so I'm holding her hand and I'm just trying to stay awake because I'm like, man, I'm spent. So I slept pretty much the whole way to Texas, and Kimberly I guess slept zero, and I felt bad, but she was like wide awake. She's like drinking sparkling wines and stuff, trying to fall asleep. And but she's like, I couldn't sleep. And so we get into Galveston, or no, we get into Houston. We fly into Houston. We get on our ride share to Galveston, which is where the port's at. We're way early, and so we're in this hot ass Texas weather, just melting. So we're like, let's go find somewhere to eat and have a drink and hang out. And so we go to this place, and Kimberly is not into eating octopus at all, right? But that's was on the menu, and I seen that, and my eyes lit up. She said, "Just get your octopus, baby. Go ahead." And I got that, and I think she got something like an appetizer, something small. But I got Kimberly to eat octopus, but it was fucking delicious. This shit was bomb, bro. So anyway, cut to the chase. We were like, go back to the cruise. We're not supposed to get on until 2:30. But the guy's like, just say the dude that works there's like, just say 12:30 you're boarding so you can get in because it's hot out here going. And so he let us in. We get on the boat. I'm like, man, you had to have vaccine card, COVID test, and passports, all that travel shit.
Yeah.
We get on the boat. it's fucking badass, just for the record. So we're okay, so I hope Kimberly doesn't listen to this one, but so we're like get to our room and I'm like, let's consummate this marriage, baby.
Yeah.
So I'm in there doing my thing and being a good boy and what have you. And then I hear a knock on the door. I'm like, what the? Like as soon as we're done, like immediately after we're done, I was like, oh shit. So Kimberly's like runs and hides in the bathroom, and I'm over here with my fucking dick swinging. And I open the door, and it's our housekeeper introducing himself, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Like he's from Bali, super cool guy. I can't remember his name. It's something with a K. Shouts out to him for his. He's a dope ass housekeeper. Folds your towels into little like different animals every time he cleans your room and stuff. He's cool, man. But yeah, go ahead. So anyway, I was just like, yeah, man, we're good on the cleaning for right now. Oh, thank you for introducing yourself. I'll talk to you later. So anyway, that's just a funny thing. And then every meal on this plane or on this boat is a fine dining experience. Like you sit down, they bring you bread, water, juice, whatever the fuck, And then you have a 3-course meal to choose from every meal, bro.
So it's like appetizer, meal, dessert, every meal.
Every meal, and I, for the most part, didn't get. I did get the tiramisu, and I got a strawberry shortcake. But other than that, I was trying to steer clear of desserts because I was already eating a lot. Because they put out this like little bread thing at the start, and I was like, man, smash on that bread every day. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we were just smashing, grubbing out, and all that for the first 2 days. And then we're going to the pool. I was dancing with Kimberly in the pool. It's like 5'6", and they got like live bands, DJs, the whole shit. You know what I mean? A bunch of like different bars and things just everywhere. It's like a little, like a humongous what do you call it? Like a hotel in the sea. You know what I mean? And then
so like I've always thought of it as like a little town. I've always wanted to do a cruise, and
it is.
And
like
my wife is like, she's not interested at all. She's like, I don't want to be in the ocean. That's not my thing. I don't want to fucking be out there.
It's not super cool, bro. It's like different shops and stuff. Everything costs. It's expensive venture. But you could do like a 3-day cruise too, so it's it'll be way less. Yeah. Like we're thinking about doing an Alaskan cruise maybe at some point.
That'd be cool.
Because then we won't have to fly to Galveston. We'll just drive to Seattle or to where Seattle, probably where they leave from. I'm sure. You know what I mean? And then just ride the boat up, and I think you just like do fishing and shit on an Alaskan cruise. I don't know. Unless you want. I mean, I don't know what entails Alaskan cruise, but I know that's a thing. That'd be cool. But so we get on the boat. We're kicking it tough for 2 days until we get to Cozumel. This is in Mexico. We see the Mayan ruins. We go to this. It's basically just a restaurant that has like a bunch of tourist shit and a massage place in it, which sounds super weird, but it's Mexico, so it is what it is. But we get out on this white sandy beach. I had a fucking margarita and an octopus quesadilla, which was fucking amazing.
You're all about that octopus, man.
I do really like squid and octopus, man. I've been cooking it at home, but I don't know how to cook a fucking octopus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I just get the like air frozen shit and just fry it up, and then I put it with like salsa and chips and hot sauce, and me and my kid eat it. This is something we bonded on, And anyway, so did that, and then
how long do you stay at each port?
1 day.
Oh, a full day you get to spend there.
Yeah, but you book like an excursion, or you can just get like a ticket to just go out and explore. But we like got excursions so we could have like guides, and tours and learn shit.
Yeah.
And so Cozumel is where I went to a Mayan temple, and then we went by this one store or the pharmacy, and this bro went tried to sell me everything from steroids to Xanax to Percocets. I was like, bruh, I'm cool, man, thank you, but like the only medicines I bought or anything like that was Tylenol. Like, I don't need none of that. No. Like, I was like, babe, we gotta get away from here. He said Percocet, and like my little addict brain went off, and my mouth started watering. I was like, we gotta get away from. I was like, we gotta get away from this motherfucker right now. Because I'm like prescribed like clonazepam, so it's like I'm not fucking like, oh, give me some Xanax. Like I don't need all that.
It sounds like their pharmacies work a little bit different than ours.
Yeah, anything you want, like Viagra, anything is over the counter there. It's not. Yeah,
cool.
and the guy was that? That's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it is cool, but I was like, man, I'm cool, man.
Yeah, that's scary.
I'm gonna prescribe most of the shit. I'm cool.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I got that in my travel bag. I'll call it a day. But anyway, so we go see all these Mayan temples. And then, dude, okay, so I know I'm sounding like super alcoholic, but like every single store you go into, they're feeding you tequila shots, not full shots, but just tasting samples, right? Because they're trying to get you like buttered up to sell you shit. You know what I mean? Man, I ended up buying a bottle of fucking tequila and bring it back home.
It sounds like in Vegas, you know, anytime you're in like a casino, it's like there's all kinds of deals where it's like, well, as long as you're sitting at a table or sitting at a slot machine, you get free drinks or
yeah. But I did get a really nice bottle of tequila that they aged in Kentucky bourbon barrels, which is if I drink, I like a bourbon. So I was like, and Kimberly's like more of a tequila drinker, so I was like, oh, we get both the best worlds. And we tasted, and I was like, this shit is smooth. You don't even need a chaser, nothing. Like it's good to put in the freezer, break out on a holiday, whatever. You know, like that kind of thing. So. So Kimberly was pissed at me because it was fucking expensive, and I did not know when I said yes that it was gonna be so expensive. But I digress. Anyway, so anyway, we get back and we're like, both of us are like, I'm like, okay, I drink more than I intended. I'm fucking good. And Kimberly falls immediately asleep. So that night, I ended up watching fucking what's the Chevy Chase movie, The Family Vacation. Because I just couldn't sleep. So I was like watching the fucking Family Vacation and then finally dozed off. But yeah, it was a good night. Then we wake up and we're in the Grand Cayman Islands. And we did a bit of drinking there too, but that place was super fucking cool. So they took us around and just, you know, gave us the culture of the island. And they took us to this town called Hell, where they have like this black limestone that comes out and just looks like a fucking some kind of like DC character fucking busted out of the earth. And
that's cool.
Yeah, went super tourist and bought the $10 t-shirt that says I've been to hell and back, Grand Cayman Islands. Like, I'll probably never wear it, but whatever. You know. And then
wear it.
What's that?
So you better fucking wear it.
I'm sure I will at some point, but
wear it.
Yeah. So that was dope, you know what I mean? And then so then we went to Jamaica, bro.
Hold on, which was the place? Was it all the places when you were posting pics of like the clear water and the white sand?
So that was Cozumel, Mexico, and Grand Cayman Island. Okay, so dude, we get to this beach after this long tour, and we go out, and he's like, you guys can go put your feet in the water, whatever. I was like, fuck that. You said bring swimming suits. I'm getting in this fucking water, man. Yeah. You know, because in Cozumel it wasn't like it was a nice beach, but like you couldn't like get in the water without it being an intense drop off. It wasn't really meant for swimming. But this one, like everybody's in the water. It's beautiful. I bought 2 beers out this guy. They're selling them for $5, and it was like the Grand Cayman Island beer, or whatever. And then we just jumped in that water, and fuck, it was beautiful. Like Jesse don't get wet. We have established this on the podcast.
Yes.
I was in that water. You couldn't stop me, bro. It was warm. It was like a bath, just swimming. Oh, man. And it's like, I don't even feel like I'm a strong swimmer, but I was like swimming good, like with Kimberly, like equally, you know what I mean? But it was so amazing.
I've always wanted to see that. Like, that's one thing I've never seen is like that clear water, like that fucking.
Dude, it is something else. It's beautiful. It's super, super salty. So you're more floaty, you know what I mean?
Yeah, can you see through it? Can you see like fish and shit through it?
I didn't want to open my eyes when I put my face in it, but I don't think there'd be a lot of fish because it was like packed with people.
But could you see it from above the water? Could you look down and see the bottom, like see the sand and shit?
To the water? To an extent, but it's on the beachfront, so there's like waves coming in, you know what I mean? And it's like it's like foamy.
Gotcha. Okay.
But we could have gone snorkeling. That was a different excursion, like a different trip we could have took, is to go snorkeling in that same place. Excuse me. And Yeah, but yeah, and then okay, so that day was badass. Had a ton of fun. Uh, drank a little, whatever, hung out, and then we went home and just had a good night. I don't remember exactly what we did. Oh, we went. No, we didn't go ice skating yet. The last 2 days we ice skated inside of the boat. Oh no, that night we went to the ice skating show. When we got back, there's like a like they're doing like ice skating, like figure skating, flips and shit, and like all that. Super cool. It was super cool to watch on a boat. Like I was like, what the fuck, ice skating? It's like, all right, let's go. Fuck it, And then
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, then we crashed out. We got up. We went on a Jamaican excursion. Dude, I would never go to Jamaica without a tour guide.
Why's that?
Fucking that place is ghetto as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. That place is like, it's rough, dude. Like the minimum, like the average wage there is like $60 a week.
Yeah.
And if you lose, this is what the tour guide was telling us. She said, if you lose your job, it can take you like 2 or 3 years to find another job.
That's fucking crazy.
That is fucking crazy. And man, that place, people were just trying to get money. Everybody wants a tip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're trying to sell you. Like this dude tried to hustle me and like, here, I give this to you for your lady, and it's for free. But you should buy this one. And he gives me another one of a guy with a beard. And he's like, looks like you. And then I came back with like $5. This is 2 piece of shit ass cardwoods. I was like, bro, I could build this in fucking 5 minutes. You know what I mean? And then paint it. I mean, whatever. It's cool. But he's like, they tried to sell you in city. They'd sell you $30. I came back with $5 and he wasn't trying to take it. And I was like, well, you just take your shit back, bro. I'm cool. And then he's like, dude, I thought he was trying to flex on me because he's like, I'm gonna tell you something, man. and I was like, what's up, bro? I like, not trying to flex, but he's like, well, what do you want to tell me? He's like, you're a cool guy. You just keep one and we'll call it good. And I was like, well, yeah, you just still got me for $5 for some carved ass piece of wood. Like, it's cool. You like whoever made it. That's cool. Good on them. But anyway, so, but prior to that, we went to this fucking Dolphin Cove and swam with dolphins. And that was fucking amazing, dude. Like, it's like you stand, you got your life jacket on and you have your hands out. And they swim up, and then you put your hands on their fins, and you're like belly to belly, and they jet across the water with you holding on to them, and you're like fucking flying. It's so cool. The funniest part was like, because who wants to swim first? Where's our big dick, huh? The guy said that. I was like, me, and I jumped in the water, started swimming over there. It was cool, man. It was funny.
Nice.
Yeah. And so anyway, and then they'll swim by and like you can rub the dolphins' bellies, and then you go again. You swim across on a boogie board though, and then you put your feet like out behind you straight, and the 2 dolphins come and push your feet, and they blast you across that water, dude. It is super cool. I didn't do so well, but Kimberly was speedboating it, dude. I like slipped off the wind of the dolphins part way, but then I put my feet out and then they got back on me and pushed me pretty good. Like it was cool. I'm not as graceful as Kimberly, obviously. And Kimberly's like so awesome, cool. Kimberly's so cool because she's like holding on to the dolphin, but towards the end of her little ride, she's like only holding on with one hand and like rubbing the dolphin's belly. I was like, oh my god, Kimberly's like the animal tamer.
Yeah, she's showing you up.
Oh, by a lot, dude. I'm not even ashamed. I'm fucking belong in that water. I'm a fucking beluga whale right now.
So was that it? Just the 3 stops?
Yeah, and then there's also this waterfall that's like you hike up it, and it's a hustle for tourists because they make you go in groups and hold hands and do all this gay shit and like charge you $40 for a videotape of it. That's like your whole squad or the whole crew you went with. But like me and Kimberly are some hiking ass fools. I was like, I could climb this shit with zero fucking help, bro. Yeah. But it's fine. But included in that excursion was some Jamaican jerk chicken and their beans and rice and just some little vegetables and stuff. But it was fucking good, dude. Like that's that real shit. You know what I mean? Like that for real jerk chicken, like from Jamaica. Oh, and then there's the parrots. I don't know if there's a video, but like they put parrots on your arms and then like make them like kiss you and like it was crazy, man. Like there's one where you go in there and you like open your hand with seeds and like all these little birds come down and eat seeds out of your hand like a Disney movie. And then And they got big ass iguanas. It was cool, man. It was fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like Jamaica, like, but I wouldn't want to go there like just like flying to Jamaica and check it out. Like bad things probably happen to you. I had that vibe. Like
Yeah, I feel like if you go to Jamaica, you probably like you just stay at the resort. Like you go
yeah,
to a
yeah,
resort, stay there, don't leave.
yeah. Cause yeah, and man, like there's this one fat, not fat, but like chubbier cameraman that was working there at the falls, and he's like, "Hey, coloring book, help me up," because I'm tattooed as shit, you know. And I took it like
Yeah,
and I took it like offensive, you know, like what the fuck you mean coloring book? You work here, you can't climb up this bitch. Fuck wrong with you, you know? And anyway,
coloring book.
yeah, but then the other guy told me he's all, "Hey, what's up, coloring books?" Because me and Kimberly like tattooed his shit, and he's like, "This is what they call everyone here that has tattoos is coloring book." You know, and kind of broke it down to me. So I was like, all right, I'm way less offended now. Glad I didn't like flip out on this dude, try to talk some shit. But yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
anyway, I digress. Then we go back, and then we actually figure out like how to use the app, and like we were starting to see like all the shows and trivia and game shows and the nightclubs and everything that's on the boat, which is fucking awesome. Uh, So like we're going to like name that tunes, battle of the sexes, some dance clubs. So Kimberly dancing a couple times. That was cool. I like busted out some of my like old school because Kimberly never seen me like dance before, man. So like I busted out some of the old school breakdancing moves and shit. So that was pretty fun.
yeah, you used to like really be into like breakdancing and shit, right?
Yeah, like for like 4 years, I couldn't do it now because I weigh like 200 pounds and I used to weigh like 117, 130 pounds. But even at like 150, I bet I could still like I could take some practice, but I could get back to where I was. But it's just like, I'm like gonna be 40 this year. I don't really foresee me making a comeback into breakdancing at any point. But I busted out like a little like like old man breakdancing like shit to like
Yeah.
just to show her that I know how to dance for real, like in a club setting, like I can get down. And so
That's cool.
anyway, yeah, it was cool, and it's crazy because it's like the ice skating rink has a retractable floor that goes over that turns into like just an amphitheater. And
Oh,
Kimberly,
that's cool.
yeah, Kimberly's never been ice skating before, so we went the last 2 days we went ice skating because I was like, what? Never been on ice? Like, because I used to be like the every weekend we'd go ice skating in Wall. It's like you go to the ice chalet, $2, get your skates, you go skating, and then like in the early '90s, everybody was into rollerblading for a minute.
Yep.
And I got like I like had to like keep it on the down low because I was a skateboarder too. And like all my friends like skaters versus rollerbladers kind of like
Yeah, yeah.
rivalry. So like I'd rollerblade when my homies weren't around, and then I'd just skateboard like around my friends, because they're all skaters, and I didn't want to get like hated on and
Yeah.
stuff. But like I used to do like crazy shit off of like 6 steps of stairs, like do like a 540 land backwards, and like so I'm comfortable skating around, like so. But Kimberly never been on ice, and I was like, what? But she's doing fine. It was fun. So yeah, the cruise was amazing. We got back. We touched down back in Seattle at about I want to say 10:30. Jaybird picked us up like right at like 10:40. Like as soon as I got my luggage off the conveyor belt, my son was like, "I'm here, I'm outside," and then so we got in the car, drove home. We got home about 2, slept a couple hours, went back to work, and yeah. But it was truly amazing, dude. I'm super tanned. Somehow I lost fucking eight solid pounds while eating like a
Did you
fat ass.
did you sweat a lot?
I sweat a lot and I walked fucking a lot, bro. Like
Yeah.
you're climbing flights of stairs, you're moving around, but the whole time I'm like stuffed, like
Yeah.
obesely stuffed. I'm like, oh my god, I cannot believe I ate so much. But then I got on the scale today at work and it was like 212, and I was like 220 when we left. But I also haven't
Crazy.
worked. I also haven't worked out. Like honestly, I went to the gym today, but I hadn't worked out except for like one squat max for like 2 or 3 weeks. So like, I'm probably losing some muscle mass, but like, but whatever, like that's my whole like goal right now is just to get like less fat. So just like just be smaller because I'm
how long was the cruise total?
7 days, 8 nights.
Oh shit! See, I don't know why, but I was thinking when you were going on this cruise, it was like a 4-night cruise. And
No,
so
they
I'm like, this
yeah,
motherfucker's been gone forever, dude.
Yeah, no, they have fucking 3 or 4 day cruises, but we got we got on Saturday and got off Sunday morning, and so
That's cool.
It was amazing. And I didn't have any Wi-Fi or cell phone service for most of the time. Like it'd pop up and I'd get a bunch of notifications all of a sudden, and I could like text for like a second, but it was nice to not even have that because it's like I just get to like focus on being in the moment and focus on what I'm actually doing, and that was really nice. I did.
Well, it sounds fucking amazing, man. I'm really happy that you were able to do that, and I'm happy that you fucking finally got married, man. Congratulations.
Yeah. I get to wear my wedding ring now. My nice white gold diamond ring.
Yeah, you have to trade that in for one of them fucking rubber ones so you can lift it.
Nah, I just put it around. I just put it around my necklace when I lift weights. That's kind of what I did today.
There you go.
Yeah, this will not leave my body. Yeah.
So you said, now that you gorged the whole time you were gone, you're like you want to get serious again about fucking fitness.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, and not about powerlifting. Like I seen a transformation pic for me, my last one, and I was like, oh, I did that. I was like, I should do that again. I should do that again.
You had abs and shit.
Yeah. And I was like, nah, like I don't hate myself, but I was looking at some of my pictures from the the cruise and what have you, and I was like, damn, I don't really look hot at all. And I'm not a hater, but I was like, all right, well, I'm not powerlifting right now. Like I barely working out. So it's like, today I started keto and I'm gonna stay on keto until like September 16th, I think.
You gonna do the 100 days again?
I can't afford a full 100 days because I got a powerlifting meet in December, but I'm gonna do me a solid like 2.5 months, solid 10 weeks. So I set it out to September 16th, which is kind of an arbitrary number, but it's like 10 weeks of hard keto.
So you're gonna do 3 months prep for your powerlifting meet, basically.
Let's see, it's in December, so we're about to start August. So I figured it's like August, August, September, October. So November, December. Yeah. Well, I need at least like 10 weeks to get strong again after I drop 40 pounds.
Okay.
So like I'll start allowing carbs, but not just like I'm not gonna start like gorging myself, or being crazy.
Are you gonna try to stay at the lower weight for the powerlifting meet?
Yeah, I want to compete at 198. I think that's where we'll see how this cut goes, but like I weighed myself today. I'm 212, down from 220 when I was like powerlifting and really just fucking raw dogging every food, which is weird because like I was way more active on the cruise actually because I'm not like in my office or driving to a client's house, or like, I'm not, my job is very, death by desk, if you will.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, I'm down 12 pounds, so I'm just gonna go back to what I was doing initially to lose weight, where I go in quick like muscular workout, like muscle workout, and then just get on the treadmill for at least no less than 30 minutes, and just eat keto, and we'll see how it goes as far as like getting into like fasting and stuff over these next couple weeks. But I'm just gonna try not to just push it too hard. I'm just gonna try to stay strict keto initially. Like, it's funny enough today, like literally everything I ate was a kielbasa. Cause that's the only gas station food that's keto. So I got like kielbasa. So I got like 2 kielbasas, like one for breakfast, one for lunch. And then I came home and Kimberly's like made pizza for the kids, and she's like, "Oh, I made you a kielbasa, babe." The kielbasa here is like way better, and Kimberly made it, so it's like actually big and delicious. And like, but so I had 3 courses of kielbasa today, but
awesome.
well, whatever is keto. I'm staying on my, and then I did go do a quick workout. Just got my arms a little pump and a little bit of back, like the least imaginable amount of back ever, and a little bit of abs. I did like 20 ab rollers. I'm just like getting it, like, because I feel like if you jump on those too fast, they're gonna hurt super bad, and then you're not gonna want to do them for a month. So I was like,
I mean, you won't be able to do them for like at least like a week. You'd be fucked up.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna like start doing them little by little, more by more, little by little, and just develop that. And then because I mean, like I'm fat, but like if you touch my abs, like you can feel them inside my belly. So it's like I just need to lose weight, and then and I'll just continue to do ab rollers and just to have that, so my abs will pop up, just so my abs pop out quicker, and strengthen that core. And I still don't want to, like, I'm still kind of developing exactly what I want to do, because I still do want to have some of my workouts focused in like technique and stuff, and maintaining my strength to this cut, obviously, because I am gonna power lift again in December, so I can't just like say fuck it all in my strength, because I don't want to come back and be like struggling to push 225 when I'm trying to.
You could split it up and do a hybrid fucking workout plan where it's like a couple of the days are power movements and a couple of the days are like hypertrophy.
Yeah, and I just figure like this week we're bringing back the challenges. So this week I did not want to bench press because it's not gonna be fun.
All right. So yeah, we talked about this before we started the episode, but we talked about how we wanted to bring the challenges back, because you were talking about how like you're serious now, you're gonna get it on your fucking game, and you're weight. And I was like, dude, we should bring back the challenges. You're like, yes, let's bring back the challenges.
Because my like super king shit goal would be to get to 180, but I want to get no less than to 190.
Yeah.
So like 20-30 pounds, something like that is what I gotta lose.
Well, just a little update for everybody before we get into like what the challenge might be. I did want to, because I haven't talked about this at all since the beginning, but I've been doing the Murph challenge every week.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about that.
Yeah. I mean, so basically the first time I did it, it was fucking terrible. I hadn't done it in a full year. I could not complete the pull-ups. I think I might have talked about that part on the podcast, but
yeah, you did last time.
And
that's the last thing I'm talking about.
I'm still in a place where I'm doing a lot more pull-ups, but I can't get 100 fucking pull-ups in a work. I fucking cannot do it. So I'm doing like as many as I can, and then like just modifying and doing like different type, like reverse negatives and shit like that.
Yeah,
but I'm completing the workout. But
why don't you get one of them green bands from Amazon and just throw...
I know. I saw someone doing that one day. I was like, "Fuck, man, I'd give me one of those and do that."
Yeah, they're cheap, bro. Like I think like $12.
Yeah, so I might do that. But I've worked my way up to where, like, dude, in the beginning, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me, but I literally couldn't do like a couple pull-ups.
And well, yeah, because you've only been running for the last year and a half.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm up there now where I can get probably about 40 to 50 of them actually done in the workout.
That's really good.
Like the rest are like modified. So I was like, whatever. But I'm completing the workout every week. I'm getting it in. My times are getting quicker and quicker, even with the same shit. So yeah, I'm working my way through it. But see, my goal, obviously, I wanted to be able to do the whole workout every single time.
But by the end of it, you'll be whipping that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I figured. And if I really, really, really want to fucking like do it right, there's always another year to do it. Like I can do it next year again, fully trained for it, ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I don't think that I'm into doing the Murph thing myself, but I know that with these challenges, I'm probably going to be into doing some kind of CrossFit type shit, which is fine. I don't mind that, but that's not really what I'm into. But I'm one of the long lost brothers, and I had to participate in the challenges, and that's just what it is. So
yeah. I'm mostly I'm starting to get back in a little bit. I've been doing some dumbbell shit, so I am slowly working my way back to some fucking pumping some iron. But
nice. Nice.
Yeah, man. It's like I've been going for like body weight stuff. I've been incorporating more, push-ups, pull-ups, lunges, shit like that. And I'm working at the dumbbells on like shoulder movements and stuff like that. So
Hell
yeah, yeah, man. I'm trying to bring it back because I missed that. I missed that so bad. And
Okay.
hopefully I can do
Well,
it.
you're doing a body weight stuff.
Mostly, yeah.
Okay, so I got an idea.
Is this the challenge? Are you issuing a challenge here?
Yeah, we're gonna do this. This is an easy challenge because we're just getting warmed up. Okay.
Okay.
50 push-ups a day every day until we record again.
50 a day. All right, I can do that.
I can do 50 in one set.
Yeah, so. No problem, Bob. Hey, you know what I was thinking about though? What my ultimate goal is here, I had this idea like probably a year ago, but we started doing these challenges, and I think we got up to like 20 something challenges, right? Like we did quite.
We're doing we had to do like secondary episodes for the challenges.
Yeah, so my goal by the end of this is to have enough challenges that we come up with to make a full year, and then turn it into some sort of like book or program or something.
Yeah, that'd be
like
all right.
The Long Lost Brothers 52-week challenge. You know what I mean? And they're just no, seriously. Yeah, and then like just put it online for people to try.
Remember, some of our shit was like fucking unbearable, man.
And and some was embarrassing.
Yeah, like some of it's like hands. Yeah. I remember the what was the fucking one where we did lunges for, was it a lap or was it a half mile?
Oh my god, it was one full lap, 400 meters of lunges.
I remember I jumped out of, I got a whole big ass blasted tattoo on my back, jumped out of an airplane and did that challenge while training for a marathon, and like within 72 hours I was like, dude, this is fucking crazy. I was like, I'm living my best life right now. Like, I'm going fucking hard, bro. And I think that was a Saturday. Oh my god, I ran 16 miles that morning. Jumped out of an airplane later the day, and then fucking and then Monday came and I had to run 3 miles, and Sunday I think I did some kind of workout. But I remember those 3 miles were just like, fuck me up, bro. And it's just 3 miles, that's like my 27-minute run,
I've never been more sore in my life, like for a long period of time. Like I've never had, we had to be in like, what is that, rhabdo? We had to have some of that shit going on.
And I was like
sore for like a solid week.
I was in peak fucking shape too, man. Like
same.
Yeah, I was like very proud of myself. Like my physique was on point. We were doing all kinds of hard, crazy workouts.
Yeah, training for a marathon. It was nuts.
Yeah. Like I was going insane, man. Like I was like, damn, I'm fucking out here killing shit.
Like, so then there was that challenge, and then we fucking the only other one that I can really remember that was like, oh, that was a lot harder than I imagined.
Was that one with all the pull-ups and shit you had me doing? I didn't have no pull-up bar, and I was trying to do them on the side of a fucking field goal thing, and
that might have been, but that's not okay. For me, it was the 5 and 500. You remember that one? You would like run a mile, and you do like 25 squats, 25 ab rollers, 25 push-ups, and 25 and then you would run another mile, and you had to do 5 like that, 5 sets. Like
I think it was, that's the one I'm talking about. It was pull-ups. I think was it a mile? Yeah, because we did 5 miles and then 5. Yeah, that fucking fucked me up. But I think it was sit-ups. I was doing them at a track and some grass.
Yeah.
But yeah, that fucking wrecked me, mate.
That was rough, dude. That was rough. The 5 and 500.
Yeah, I was like, damn, Brett. Like, we're training for the fucking CrossFit Games, bro. Like,
I was thinking about it the other day. I kept coming up with some dumb, fucking ridiculous.
I know. I was like, we're trying to get the viewers involved, bud. Nobody wants to do. Like, damn, we're trying to help people better themselves, not break themselves. Because I remember that fucked me up. My shoulders were smoked for a while after that. That's my only worry is with all, like, I'm not 2020 Jesse anymore. I'm 2022 Jesse with a bad hip and a fucked up knee. So I'm gonna have to modify shit, but whatever the challenge is, I'm gonna try and be game for it.
We'll ease our way into it, man. I'm not gonna have you doing 100 pull-ups a workout. Shit.
I cannot. I literally can. Like, I'm barely like. I'm just
But
getting. I'm just getting over a bunch of injuries. But that's what's been nice about kind of being a lazy fucker for the most part. And it actually hurt my knee swimming with the dolphins, which is weird. But so it's a little banged up. But it's nothing new. I'm always in some kind of pain.
Well, as long as here's the way I look at it. As long as we end up with, even if we have a couple weak shitty workouts, as long as we end up with, like maybe we'll do 60 or 70 of these things, and then as long as we can put together 52,
we'll pick out the 52 best.
Yeah, 52 solid ass, like things that actually will make you like mentally tougher, like.
Yeah.
Like good fucking. We're not gonna do it. Like Edward Gallen hands ain't gonna be on the fucking thing. Like maybe it should be as a beginner. Like, you know what I mean? Like
we should do that, but instead it'd be like a 50-pound dumbbells.
We did that. That's not even possible, dude. Did I tell you? Remember we did I reissued that same challenge, but later, and I said carry 2 25-pound dumbbells for a mile on a treadmill or whatever.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. I remember I lost grip on that. I could not fucking finish that.
Get some straps.
25 pounds. 25-pound dumbbells.
I think I could. Did I do it? Because I feel like I could do that.
I don't remember. I know that I couldn't.
I was doing heavy ass farmer carries for like a decent amount with 135 on each hand.
Yeah.
So I feel like I could definitely carry 20 for a mile, 25 pounds per mile. I don't know. That's some like ghetto strength, like carrying the groceries home from for 5 miles of shit.
Yes.
I don't know. Anyway, bro, it's good to be back. I would say yesterday at work. Sorry, my cat doesn't eat.
I hear that octopusy back there. You better have some dinner.
My tuxedo cat Maleficent, dude, it's like so backed up trying to get cat spayed in my area that it's gonna take like 2 more months before we can get her spayed. And this bitch goes into heat like every week, and she is just. And tuxedo cats are like notoriously vocal, so she's been meow meow meow.
Yeah. If this episode wasn't all about your wedding and honeymoon, this would be Pussy Magnet Volume 2.
No, I gotta get this fucking cat fixed, dude. Bitch is crazy. Bitch is crazy, man. Dude, and I had like 4 hours of sleep between getting home from the trip and going to work, and this motherfucker came in here at 4:30 in the goddamn morning going, meow, meow, meow. Like, I was like, I'm gonna better have cat tacos next, man.
That's great. That's fun.
She's lucky. She's cute. Out of our 2 cats, she's actually my favorite. But the other one, Siamese cats are weird, bro. They don't even fucking purr.
Really?
At least mine don't. Bitch is broken, man. She don't let me touch her either. But I'm like big and kind of clumsy, in comparison to the other people in my house, like I'm big. When I walk, it goes boom, boom, boom. Like.
Yeah, you're like if a transformer tries to pet the dog or something.
Yeah, that cat's like she lets me touch her like maybe once a week if I tippy toe up.
Yeah, that sounds like my wife. Well, shit, man. We'll issue the challenge, baby. Let's go.
All right. Long Lost Brothers challenge. I don't know the number because it's been a long time, but this is week 1 of the summer of 2022, the comeback summer. Okay, yeah. Every day you're gonna do 50 push-ups, and today is Tuesday, and it'll probably be released Wednesday. So for the next 7 days, your ass and my ass are gonna do 50 push-ups. And to our basketball team that listens, I invite you to also do these 50 push-ups, man. It's not that hard. Even if you can only do a couple at a time, just do them, man. And if you can't get 50, fuck up, soldier. You're gonna be okay.
Dude, 5 sets of 10. 10 sets of 5. Whatever you gotta do.
Yeah, like You know, like when we did one where it's like 1,000 push-ups in a day. I remember I got to where I was doing sets of 3.
Yeah.
So
ridiculous.
Yeah, no, that was incredible. I was eating no carbs, just doing these fucking long drawn out workouts. That was
Look,
crazy.
I feel so dumb because I'm all like, issue a challenge, motherfucker. But you had already told me what the challenge was like 10 minutes ago. I just forgot because we kept talking about pussy and
it's all good. Okay, so 50 push-ups every day until we meet again. And that'll be on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, Brett's gonna have a challenge for you. And it's gonna be sexy.
Yes, I am, and you're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate it.
Is it running or it's gonna be burpees, I bet.
Nope, it ain't burpees and it ain't running either. We'll talk about it next week.
Is it getting wet in creeks?
Yeah, it's going swimming in a lake.
Fuck that. I don't know, man. If there's like it's just like lakes have like mosquitoes and leeches and shit. Like, fuck that.
I know, dude. I can't even go out back of my house because there's a little bit of standing water, like where there's a puddle, and like mosquitoes get my ass.
Bro, I hate fucking mosquitoes so bad.
The worst. All right, let's wrap this thing up, dude. It was a good episode. I was glad to hear about your wedding and your honeymoon. It sounded incredible.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. Love you, dog. Yeah, life is good. So we're gonna be back next week. Should be about. I'm gonna be like 3 or 4 pounds lighter, and I'm gonna have what's 7 times 5?
35.
So I'm gonna have 350 push-ups under my belt. And life's gonna be good, man. So we're gonna get back with you next week. We're gonna have some hella sore ass chests.
Yep.
So we'll talk to you then. Do you want to plug anything? He's got the final episode of the Miss Marvel series podcast up right now on the Marvel Plus. Go watch that. Listen to it wherever you like to listen to your podcast.
I also just covered every episode by episode of the Terminal List on Amazon Prime. So check that out if anybody's interested. I did it was 8 episodes. I broke down every single episode. So check that out.
That's legit. All right. I don't got nothing to plug other than shout out to my newly wedded wife, Kimberly. You're a badass. And yeah, man. I know I'm simping hard, but that's what newlyweds do. So people can be mad. So, yeah, it is. That's right.
So follow us on Instagram at longlostbrothers_podcast. And on Facebook at Long Lost Brothers.
Yeah, because Brett's gonna make a thing for the challenge. I'll post it there, and Brett will post it on Facebook, and we'll post it to our personals as well. And we'll get with you guys next week.
All right, man.
All right,
later, bro.